relationship. They can, because no school, no tuition, nothing is there. So they can build up the new relationships also. So anyway, it's going to be better. So that is the main reason I thought that is.
Excellent. And how is it? How are you enjoying the ambience of Adi Kailasha, especially living around the temple and being around the temple and so on? Right now, I understand you will be in a quarantine area, but how important is it for you to live around a temple-based environment?
Yeah, no, actually, we are in 14 days quarantine. So we are not, only after 14 days, we will be able to mingle with the most of the Kailashins and other members. So right now we have little access. In that also we are enjoying. We are having healthy organic food. And our accommodations also very good. Every facilities we have. And small work, whatever assigned to us, we are also doing that very happily. So after the 14 days, we will be, our activities will be more, like we'll be going to temple, we'll do the regular activities like puja regularly. So we'll be enjoying. We don't have to think about corona and all. We're completely safe environment.
And how about when Devi Parashakti shared about the Adi Kailasha ship, which is the 21 feet Ananda Lingam, what were your thoughts? What were you thinking about it? Navinaya, were you able to hear us?
Yes, yeah, I can hear. Yes, tell me.
So before we conclude, I just wanted to ask you about Devi Parashakti talking about the Adi Kailasha ship, the 21 feet Ananda Lingam that will start or come to its optimal healing capacity on Guru Purnima. Tell us about that. What are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, as Swamiji said, the 21 feet, the linga is will be the protective. That means it will help people. We can take a holy dip and have the tirtha. It is the only solution to save the people from corona. And also some activities are there. So we'll be coordinating the volunteering activities we will be doing, and we'll preparing that 21 feet linga. And Swamiji said within the Guru Purnima we'll make it ready, and all the project, everything is going on. So maybe whatever people will be accommodating, because all the accommodation is ready, everything day by day the work is going out. So the people also, everybody is doing their job. So we are expecting more people, and it will be very good for solution for the COVID.
And especially, what is it that you would like to share with our viewers, especially for families just like yours? What would you tell them?
The families, because I'm thinking this every family they can come to Adi Kailasha, because during this crisis, even the home, if you stay, you cannot go out. Even the nearest, you are afraid because they have COVID. Even 1 or 2 homes, they have COVID positive, or you are also afraid because the fear is there. But here, because there is multi-level quarantine, first we are there for 14 days quarantine, next the 2-3 levels are there. So it is very safe. Environment is very safe. We can consider as a spiritual tour. That's why my message to all the family members, they can come with their family members, kids, everybody. They can enjoy here as a spiritual tour.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for taking the time and joining us. And we hope to hear from you your direct experiences from Adi Kailasha, as you are there already, and enjoying the spiritual ambience opened up by its great body of Hinduism. Thank you so much, Aya.
Thank you, Nityanandam. Nityanandam, Swami. Nityanandam.
And with that, we'll conclude this segment where we heard from participants of the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading and people who have already made that journey to Adi Kailasha and be in the protective and preventive COVID care opened by Swamiji and sustained by Swamiji. Now we'll take a short break and then we'll join to the next segment.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Nityanam everyone. Thank you for joining this session. So in this session, we are going to be learning about the various offerings that we can make onto Devi Parashakti. In this session, also you will get to learn the various offering which is described in the Hindu scriptures, which is Vedas and Agamas, and the various and the context with which you need to make the offering onto Devi Parashakti, so that all your prayers are accepted, your karmas are accepted, and you receive the blessings, boon, the very enlightenment itself from Devi Parashakti. So without any delay, let's enter into the session. So let us first understand the context, the significance of offering. Offering, which is a giving of divine gift of pure love, devotion. oneness, and it consists of two parts. So whenever you are making the offering, you have to have the context, you have to have the space of pure love, devotion, and oneness. From that space only one is supposed to be making the various offering onto Devi Parashakti. All the offerings have the two parts. One, where you are going to be giving to Devi Parashakti, and second is acceptance by the divine. Understand, only when the divine accepts what you offer, the offering becomes complete. Offering should not be made out of the fear or out of greed. So whenever you are making the offering, ensure that you are not entertaining any kind of thought current of fear or greed. If you are having, work on and drop that fear and greed, bring the space of pure love, devotion, oneness, pure space of gratitude, and from that space only make the offering unto Devi Parashakti, so that she accepts and blesses you with all the boons and blessings that you need. Understand, when the avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out for the only purpose of enlightenment. So all the offering that you are making has only one purpose, is you being blessed with the enlightenment, you being blessed with the conscious breakthrough. So understand, every offering that you are making is going to be bringing a conscious breakthrough to you, conscious evolution to you, and ultimately enlightenment itself. So with us, we have Srinitya Mangalam Maharaj also joining. So Maharaj, welcome to this session.
Thank you so much, Srinitya Ramanathan. Thank you so much, Srinitya Ramanathan Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj. Yes, please go ahead, Maharaj.
Here we have the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti. Indhuni bhavedagaravanhi nayanam syat panchavakara bhaya japakshara yuktam angahima bhushana vichitravasanam syat tungama kutodjvala manonmani swarupam.
The meaning of the Dhyana Sloka is moon-like face holding the Veda on hand, fire in the eyes, with lotus flower, gracing and blessing hands and one hand with the Japamala. Beautifully decorated with the jeweled ornament in the wonderful clothes and shining, being crowned. Her name is Manonmani.
Here we have another Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti. Jayet Devim Trinetram Shashini Bhavadanam Vedahastam Dhadanam Sevye Padmam Varadamapare Chabhayam Chakshamalam Divyera Bharanair Vibhushitatanum Brahmadibhif Pujitam Devi Meva Manonmani Pratidinam Kamarthadatrim Shubha.
The meaning of this Dhyana Sloka is, I meditate on Devi with the three eyes glowing like the moon and holding Vedas, lotus, and gracing with the blessing and the gracing hand. She is wearing beautiful ornament. She is worshipped by Brahma and the other many gods and shower auspicious boons for all the actions every day. Understand, this is the Dhyana Sloka, means the Sloka on which you can meditate on the Devi herself. You can meditate on the very form of Devi by understanding this Dhyana Sloka and bringing the space of oneness with the Devi Parashakti herself, which will help you to be in the right space to make the offering unto Devi Parashakti.
Let us now understand the significance of the divine element goal. This is taken from the Atharva Veda, the Shastra Pramana, and the translation goes as such. The triply born by birth is this goal in the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. When they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha, watery molecules, let triple gold be for your long life. Gold is a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing as well as enlightenment. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse the sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity.
Gold is present in all the scriptures, whether it is Vedas, Agamas, Shruti, Smriti, Itihasa, or Purana. So when we go through the various scriptures, specifically the Shastra, in all the Shastra where the Kriya Pada, the various homas, Abhishekam, rituals, consecrations are mentioned, in all those places you find the various references on the uses of the gold. Understand, in all Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is most auspicious and purest metal, which purifies our being itself. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in the gold, exchanged in the gold, ritual feasts were offered in the gold bricks. All these feasts in the form of gold brick had been mentioned in the various Kriya Pada of the Agama and Veda. Understand, when one was to be saved from the life-threatening illness, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with a huge door of gold. The street would have huge columns and huge archways made of the gold. Horses, cows were dressed in the gold. So while the Hindu civilizations was living on the truths of the Vedas and Agama, when the economics was followed from the Vedic and Agamic scriptures, the principles of Veda and Agama, we had very rich and wealthy, prospering civilization, a civilization where the gold was used extensively, not just a little bit, as just like the jewelry in present day we use, but it was extensively used even in the architecture, buildings, and all sorts of things.
The Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of the river of Ganga, thrived on the banks of the river of gold. The Indus River was called the Hiranyamaya, the river of gold in the Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called the Hiranyavartini in the Atharva Veda. Gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones who you love and the ones who you revere. Temples were constructed and paved in gold. Deities were made in gold as well as decked, adorned in golden ornaments, golden jewelry, because it is gold, the metal, preserving the enlightenment energy for thousands of years. The energy which is preserved in gold lasts forever. Thus, everything in Hinduism, be it the temples, be it the deities, be it the jewelry which is put on the deity, all of that was made out of gold.
So now we will enter into the various offering that you can make unto Devi Parashakti. So the very first offering is e-hundi, where you can make any amount of donation based on your Shraddha, your capacity. So Devi is fond of the true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can win over through the true devotion. She removes all the fear.
Making the e-hundi offering removes all the fear in the mind of the devotee. It is said that Devi likes to be worshipped in the season of autumn. We need to understand that in this context, autumn should be taken as our lives when our thoughts become more and more inwards, when our thoughts start looking more introspecting, more and more into ourselves. The role of the divine is known and understood clearly. The need for Devi worship becomes stronger in us. That is the context which is meant as Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. Here we have some of the words translated for us. Shambhavi means the consort of Shambhu, Lord Mahadeva. Sharadharadhya means worshipped by Sharada, which is another name for Devi Saraswati. Sharvani means the wife of Lord Paramashiva. The Linga Puranam says that Lord Shiva is called Sharva in his earthen form. Sharmadayini, Devi, who bestows happiness on devotees. You can offer your gratitude as well as your devotion to Devi Parashakti by simply offering your kanika, your name, and it will be chanted during the puja to Devi Parashakti.
The next in the offerings is Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution. The goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. This is from the Devi Mahatmya, 12th chapter. So offering the Sankalpa, conscious resolution, blesses the person offering with all fruition of the desires and wishes he is yearning for. You can make this offering by visiting the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. This is $1.
The next offering which we have to Devi Parashakti is the Swarnanama Swarna Kasu. Is the Sahasranama Swarna Kasu. This offering made to Devi Parashakti is placed at 3 different prices, starting from $75 US, $151 US, and $251 US. So actually, this offering is taken from the Lalita Sahasranamam 731st verse, where it is mentioned that Devi Parashakti Lalita is the Nama Parayana Prita, is the one who likes the repetition of her various names. Making this offering is equivalent to offering the 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. It is a very unique and special offering, Archana, done to the Mahameru of Devi. Offer a gold coin inscribed with each of the 1008 names of Devi Parashakti, and by making this offering, you will receive the blessings to have the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, which are all the divine qualities, the divine auspiciousness of Devi Parashakti. Again, to make this offering of the Sahasranama Swarnakasu to Devi Parashakti, you can visit tiny.cc/Devi-offerings.
The next we have is Mukta Anguti, finger ring with a pearl. The translation says, I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garland of pearl and face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with a gemstone and has a small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So this offering you can make by paying $251, $501, or $750 USD. This is available in the 3 denominations. You can choose anyone and make your offering.
Offering the pearl finger ring to Devi Parashakti will bless the Yajaman with her compassion, her love, and success in all of her business endeavors. Again, to make this offering of the Mukta Anguti, which is the finger ring with pearl, placed at 3 different prices, $251 US, $501 US, and $750 US. All you need to do is visit the link which is being projected, tiny.cc/Devi-offerings.
The next is Swarna Padma Pushpa, golden lotus. The Karmic Agma says that all the kalasas should be wound around with a suitable thread and covered with the new cloth. They should be adorned with the lotus flower made of gold.
There are hundreds of scriptural references for using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. Almost everything in the worship of the ultimate involves the consecration of deities of worship or meditating on the lotus through various mudras and asanas used during the worship involving the lotus flower, lotus leaf, lotus perikar, lotus petals. The lotus is an extremely divine flower. The Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as a lotus. The base of the Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is considered to be a lotus about to blossom, about to bloom. offering the golden lotus in any size you wish. Yajaman will be blessed with the state, space, powers, and being of Devi Parashakti in your inner space amidst any and every adverse situation in your life. To make this offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa, which is the golden lotus, placed at $600 US, all you need to do is visit the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings.
The next is a Swarnametti gold toe ring. The translation says, "You whose brightness from the toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotee, who prostrate at your feet, you whose brightness from your 2 feet." So you can make this offering by visiting the link tiny.cc/Devi-offering. This cost $750.
Offering the toe ring to Devi Parashakti to adorn her sacred feet and be in the constant gratitude for receiving her blessings, even in the most difficult aspects of our life.
The next is a Swarna Mantika gold hairline jewelry. It says, "She who makes nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara," that means she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. The Mantika represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully open. You can make this offering to Devi Parashakti by visiting the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. This cost $750.
She who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara chakra, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. Shuddhasharabhivarshini. Devi is described as the one who is the Kundalini Shakti, who rises till our Sahasrara chakra. Offering the Mantika to Devi Parashakti will bless the Yajaman for achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude, as well as the space of complete completion in their lives. To make this offering of the Swarna Mantika, which is the golden hairline jewel, it's at $750 US. All you need to do is visit the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings.
The next is Pratyaksha Pada Puja. The illuminating splendor of Devi's toenails dispel the darkness of ignorance in the devotees prostrating at her feet. Her feet defeat the lotus in beauty. The sloka number 83 of Saundarya Lahari, which states that the nail have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of the celestial being, who always prostrate before Devi. Tamoguna is darkness. In this astotram, tamas is indicative of ignorance in the mind of the devotees, and by constantly prostrating before Devi, their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. Offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja blesses the Yajman with all the auspiciousness and blessings of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidana, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Sri Nityananda Paramashim. So you can make that offering of Pratyaksha Pada Puja by paying $1,008.
The next offering which we have is the Vastra Seva, placed at $1,080 as well. This Shastra Praman is also taken from the Saundarya Lahari. And offering this Vastra Seva to the Lord, to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, will bless the Yajaman with all the auspiciousness and blessings of Swamiji himself. To make this offering of the Vastra Seva, Swamiji, Devi Parashakti, all you need to do is visit the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings.
So now let us look at all the various offering which is available for all of you to offer to Devi Parashakti out of pure love, devotion, and the space of oneness. The first being e-hundi. You can make any amount of offering. In the e-hundi, you just have to visit the tiny.cc/Devi-offering. So once you visit that link, you will get all the options in the drop-down menu, and you can select for any of these offerings, any of these sevas to Devi Parashakti. The next is Sankalpa chanting, which is the offering of conscious resolution, which is $1. Devi Sahasranama Kasu, pure gold coin, each with one sacred name of Devi Parashakti from 1008 names. So you can make this offering in the denomination of $75, $157, and $251. Then is Mukta Anguthi, pearl finger ring. You can make this offering by $251, $501, and $750. Next is Swarna Padma Pushpa, gold lotus flower. You can make this offering by paying $600, $1,200, and $1,800. The next is Swarna Methi, gold toe ring. You can make this offering by paying $750. Next, Swarna Mantika. Also, you can make this offering by paying $750. The next is Pratyaksha Pada Puja and Vastra Seva. For both the offering, you will have to make the payment of $1,008 for each.
Now, when we are making these offerings to Devi Parashakti, there are two ways which we can go about it. The first being the registration form, where you can make these offerings right here, right now, today itself. Or you have an intention to offer these specific sevas, but you need more clarification, or you need more details, or you need help manifesting this. So for those of you who need help in manifesting these offerings, to make these offerings to Devi Parashakti, you can visit the link tiny.cc/Bhava Samadhi. For those of you who are ready to make this payment right now to Devi Parashakti of any of the offerings which we have gone over today, you can visit the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. And for those who have made the offering, please do visit the last link, which is tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021, where you submit your names and your family details for the puja, so that the Yajaman's names can be chanted out in the Sankalpa mantra in the resolution of the puja. So the Yajaman and his family will be blessed with the benefits of offering this puja. Again, if you want more details, help in manifesting any of these offerings, you can visit the link tiny.cc/Bhava Samadhi. If you're ready to make the payment right now, you can visit the link. You can visit the next link, which is tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. And once you have made the payment, please visit the link tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021, where you can submit your family details for the temple priest, the temple pujacharyas, to chant your names in the Sankalpa, so that the Yajaman will be blessed to receive the offerings to Devi Parashakti. Please do take a few minutes and spend some time in either registering or making the online payment for any of these sevas.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism, subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Priya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Nityanam everyone. So now we'll be back to the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So let's get ready to receive Paramashiva, receive Parashakti. In this session, we'll understand the context of Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the details and what is the context that you need to hold upon to have the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, to receive the Darshan of the ultimate. So Bhava Samadhi Darshan is not an event in the space and time. Rather, Darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space and time. During Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neuron mirror that of the avatar. So now we will watch one video where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramasham, enlighten us on the mirror neuron.
I am introducing one of the important sacred secret, a spiritual principle to all of you. Please listen, the keyword, mirror neurons. Let me explain the concept. Then we will recognize many of our understandings with this truth. As I said, recognizing is recognizing. Mirror neurons. Very recently, I was studying a research paper where they beautifully established with various analysis researchers on a very powerful truth. For example, if somebody is swimming in the ocean, you stand and watch. Whatever brain activity is happening in that person's brain, whatever activity is happening in his brain, in his neurons, please listen. Even if you are watching, the same activities are mirrored in your brain. The same neuron activities. are mirrored in your brain. Listen. If you are watching totally, the same effect is mirrored totally in you. If you are absorbed in it, you also know a little swimming. Please listen. If you know a little swimming and you are absorbed in it, you are not swimming, you are just standing. Both brains are in the same frequency, the same effect, and no difference. Listen. If somebody is swimming in the ocean, you are standing and watching. If you don't know swimming, if you are not completely absorbed in it, maybe some 80% is mirroring. If you are absorbed in it and you also know swimming, there is no difference at all between his brain and your brain. The mirroring effect, I tell you, if you are watching totally absorbed in it, then the same activity is replicated in your brain, meaning the same kind of electric and neurotic impulses are activated in your brain. This defines, this demystifies many mystical phenomena. Please listen. Now you know why just by gazing into my eyes, you are in the space of completion. Why just looking at me, you are in the space of completion. I am swimming in the ocean of consciousness in the space of completion. Even the so-called moments of my screaming, whether I am smiling, telling a joke, or that is why even if you are absorbed in what I am doing, even if you are absorbed in the jokes I am telling you, even if you are absorbed in the actions, like very mundane, me serving food, or ordinary actions, walking, sitting, talking, joking, even in the ordinary actions. See, you will not get 100% absorbed in me if I am just sitting in samadhi. But if I am doing normal activities like you will feel comfortable. Oh, like us. Naturally, you will get absorbed. Even that feeling absorbed will put you in the space of completion. This is the reason why the gold, diamond, silk are all put on the deity. even if you absorb all that ornaments, even that puts you in the space of completion. Usually you do not have the 100% capacity to listen or be absorbed with the happening called life. But if you start doing both, your whole 100% will be on me. How many of you are getting it? Only listening 100% you will not be able to do. Only absorbing 100% you won't be able to do. But that is why here I am playing multiple games. It is literally like a big circus. By that time you understand the joke and start laughing, I already moved on to some other verbal jugglery or brain candy. So naturally you are absorbed in total absorption. Actually, total absorption, totally being absorbed happens during energization. Whether you are there or not, it's my job. I just pull you to that space during the energization so you cannot escape. And you have to vibrate the same frequency as me. That is why people don't know ABCD of life. Just after the 21 energizations, when they go back, it is totally different. Their life is different. I am introducing one.
The brain neuron mirror, activate and process all the observed movement or information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical act of imitation.
Our entire body, silently and without movement, recreates what is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar.
The science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan knows no distance, a phenomenon modern science is just discovering and terms as the quantum tunneling.
Our thoughts per second reduce significantly and we relax into the space beyond thoughts, which is a space of thoughtlessness, becoming mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality. We and the divine become one, unconditioned by the parameters of time and space.
So it is the probability of the quantum particle like electron with less kinetic energy to cross over the potential energy of the energy barrier. You can see that in the right side, pictorially it has been represented here. So an electron has both wave and particle nature. So it's a dual in nature. So imagine a scenario that when an electron with the less kinetic energy is approaching a hill, which you can see here in this picture. So will the electron be able to cross over the potential energy with the less potential energy over the peak? Understand, to cross it needs a threshold amount of energy. So electron will require the higher kinetic energy to cross over the potential energy of the hill, or it will roll back. However, as a wave, the electron had the ability to pass through by propagating itself through the hill and go to the other side, which you can see in this bottom picture in the quantum mechanics.
That is the science behind quantum tunneling. It is the same science which is imposed on people who witness the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. This is because our neurons are able to mirror the neurons of the divine immediately. Through quantum tunneling, we are able to travel through the divine energy and mirror the exact same neurons.
The science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Bhagavan Sri Krishna explains about the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. He says, when Krishna once saw his own extraordinary sweetness reflected in a jeweled wall, he was amazed and said, how unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. When I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy the sweetness. Just like the Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I cannot. After due consideration, I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
The Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of the Nijavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, the conscious formless expression of the being of Paramashiva, through the Divya Sharira, which is the light body, and manifest as the Nijavatara, which is the physical form, for us to experience Paramashiva.
Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and manifests as Nijavatara, physical form, Devi Meenakshi.
Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of Subramanya and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of Bhagavan Muruga.
Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses the being of Arunagiri Yogeshwara and manifests as Nijavatara, physical form, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SDS Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Bhagavan Parandama expresses through the being of Mahavishnu and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of Bhagavan Venkateshwara.
The Archavatara deity reflects the consciousness and manifestation of the superconscious energy, but human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from Archavatara directly. And for this, the avatar comes down to bridge the gap and create an experience of the superconscious energy in all of us.
When we have the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Nijavatara, manifesting through the various beings and dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components as well as the powerfulness of those domains of Paramashiva are awakened in us.
The dimension of Paramashiva manifesting in the Nijavatara for us to experience the same is Bhava Samadhi Darshan.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our being becomes alive and celebrates with the energy wave of existence.
Our very muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand.
Even without much effort from our side, our very bio-memory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, which is the ultimate consciousness, during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan.
To have the glimpse of having darshan of an avatar cleanses the karmas of the lifetime and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Gratitude enables the reflection of consciousness on all levels, physical, psychological, and ultimately the conscious level. The darshan meditation is the preparation that helps us fall into that space of gratitude. And it is during that time when we are in that space of gratitude, we can manifest and drop our conscious resolutions, which are the Satya Sankalpas of anything we want or need in our life. Be ready to reflect the consciousness of Paramashiva. That is all you need to manifest the best for your life and the lives of the people around you.
So you need to have the right context to receive the darshan. The right context is your declaration to Paramashiva. That Paramashiva, I know you are the source of everything. You are everything and you are in the embodied form of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashiva. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the bhava samadhi of you. So this is the context that you need to hold on to manifest, to have the darshan of Paramashiva.
Now, please take a few minutes to set up for the Please do take a few minutes to set up for the Panchopachara Puja, which is the offering of the 5 sandalwood paste, the flowers, the incense, the lamp, and the food offering. The Panchopachara Puja is an integral part of the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. It is through this Panchopachara Puja our being opens up and becomes receptive to receive the energy of Devi Parashakti. Please take a few minutes and go ahead and prepare the Panchopachara Puja. All of these offerings, all of these items will be very much available within your Guru Puja kit itself. So please do take the time and arrange for the Panchopachara Puja.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. Now it's time. We're going to be moving into the next segment of today's program. Earlier today, in the beginning segments, we learned about the science of power manifestation, as well as seeing the power manifestation demonstration as well, where Balsant from the Nityananda Raj Vidya Gurukul demonstrated the power of reading through the Living Enlightenment book, where devotees, disciples posted page numbers in the YouTube comment section, and Shiv Shankara Maharaj beautifully opened that page and read out paragraphs for us from the Living Enlightenment book. Now, it's time for us, for you to experience the same power of third eye, seeing with the eyes blindfolded, as well as reading the thought currents of another person. We'll be shortly now entering into the power manifestation segment, where you will have the chance to manifest these same powers of the awakened third eye, seeing with the eyes blindfolded, as well as reading the thought currents of another person. Please stay tuned as we enter into this next segment of power manifestation. Thank you, Nityananda.
Vidhanam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadushnam Tattamasyadi Lakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions.
Consciousness. When they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence. All these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Let's understand science of power manifestation. Science of power manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. It is science because it is repeatable and each one of us can experience it. So it's called a science, and science is come by the evidences. Evidences from the scriptures, Shastra Pramana. Pramana means evidences. The eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. The Apta Pramana. Aptas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamas, Alvars, Siddhas. All of them have manifested the powers of Paramashiva, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Atma Pramana. Account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Bhagavan's very own Leela mapping to Apta Pramana and as per the Shastra Pramana. Manifesting all the powers. Shakshi Pramana. Experience of the devotees, disciple, followers all around the world manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Beautifully, Bhagavan has given us all the pramanas to understand that each one of us can manifest the power manifestation of Paramashiva. The Pratyaksha Pramana. The Pratyaksha Pramana is a scientific study measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Again and again, Bhagavan gives us all the evidences to showcase that each one of us can experience the superconscious breakthrough as human being to superconscious being. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana. Shastra Pramana are the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and Agamas. This is from Shiva Samhita 5.7678. This is for the power of Mahima increasing, Ashtama Siddhi.
Madhigunaprada Vayussannachadate dehe Rasavriddhirbhavedhruvam Akashapanakajagal Tiyusamabhibadhate Maranam khadyate tena Sakenapi na khadyate Tasya syat paramasiddhir Animadigunaprada Vayussannachadate dehe Rasavriddhirbhavedhruvam Akashapanakajagal Tiyusamabhibadhate Maranam khadyate tena Sakenapi na khadyate Tasya syat paramasiddhir Animadigunaprada Vayussannachadate dehe Rasavriddhirbhavedhruvam Akashapanakajagalaptiyusamabhibadhate.
Bhagavan Paramashiva says so beautifully in this sutra, death is eaten by him, he is eaten by none. He manifests the powers of Ashtama Siddhi, Mahima, Lahima, Garima,